Hi, this is Crystal Renee, and I am with All Walks of Life, and I am live. I'm doing a live show today. Normally, I wouldn't, but today I am doing a live show today. And again, I am with All Walks of Life, my new show. Welcome. I am an immature journalist just trying to make the world better. And before I begin, let me tell you something, because my new show is under the umbrella of the 90-Day Podcast. And under the 90-Day Podcast, I do have an artist. Her name is Camille Williams. Her episode, Open Heart, will be airing August 19th, which is next Friday, I believe. And here is her book, Open Heart. Yep, I did an episode on her. And her book, her episode will be airing next Friday on the 90-Day Podcast, not All Walks of Life. Okay? So I have two shows, the 90-Day Podcast, which is audio, and my new platform, All Walks of Life. Okay, and this is All Walks of Life. Okay, so now that I got that out the way, I hope you guys like my new setup. And I am working with a new team, and I am feeling the new setup. I hope you guys like it. Oh my gosh. There's a song out, and well, there was a song out. I forgot the name of the artist, but it's a song out. I'm in love under new management. I forgot the name of the singer, but if someone could hit me up and let me know who that singer is, oh my God, is that the tip of my tongue? But it's an old song. I'm in love under new management. But I am loving the new setup. You can still see the 90-Day Podcast right above me. But the setup, the style. Like I said, I am planning on taking All Walks of Life to a new level. And it's getting there. It's a process. And anyone who has worked on any project, whether you're on a job or you have your own business, you pretty much know when you're starting a company, a project, there are times when things are going to work, and there are times when things are not going to work. But you have to just keep trying. And that's part of the 90-Day Podcast. When things are not going the way you want them to go, what do I always say? You have to reset. So I hope you guys like the new setup, the All Walks of Life new setup. Let me tell you, I love the way the new team, and they're behind the scenes scene. They don't want to be recognized. They're just helping me mold myself, because like I said, the 90-Day Podcast and All Walks of Life, even though All Walks of Life is under the umbrella of the 90-Day Podcast, All Walks of Life, I want it to mold into its own. It has to mold into its own, and it takes time. And like I said, anyone who ever have started their own company or even worked for someone and was assigned a project, you know, sometimes when you assign those projects and you working on something, even with a team at another company, y'all working on a project together, sometimes those projects, it don't always come together the first time around, right? You have to get together, you have to huddle together, and you have to keep it going. You have to mold it and mold it and mold it until all the pieces come together. So, and that's what I've been doing. All Walks of Life aired on June 5th. I started off with one group of team, and then it trickled down, and then I started with another group of team, and then that trickled down. And not to say that I don't have those team members. Some team members are still there, but they are behind the scenes. They'd rather just be behind the scenes, and they'd rather be the people who would help give me the advice than to be in front of the cameras. And that's okay. That's okay. As long as I'm still working and building all walks of life, because it is a process. Anyone who starts a business knows starting a business is a process, but I am loving it. And like I said, all walks of life, it's moving into a new direction. It just has to mold into itself. But I'm loving it. And like I said, it's under the umbrella of the 90-Day Podcast. And I'm trying to keep on target. So I wrote out some little key cards so that I could keep on target. So I talk about the molding. Yes, I did. So let's get on to other topics, okay? Now, let's talk about some Kim K and some Pete Davidson. When I think about their relationship, at first I was optimistic. You know me, I want things to happen for anybody, you know, and of course, being in the reality world and knowing the Kardashians, they all about reality TV. Sometimes you got to watch out what you wish for, don't you? Would you want to sell your soul or your family to, put it this way, would you want to sell your soul or your family's soul for something fake that's not real? Would you? Would you want to just be involved in something that you know that's not going to pan out? Eventually it's going to be exposed, but someone in your camp is egging you on. Go for it. Go for it. It's going to sell. People love us. They can't wait to see what's going to happen to the next season of the Kardashians. Well, sometimes you got to wish, you know, be careful what you wish for. You know, we all want that fast life. We all want that glamour life. But sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. And some people, they don't like all that attention. Some people are modest. Some people just want to just be laid back. You know, and Pete Davidson, he just seemed like that type of person where I got my own, so I don't really need all of that. But if that's what you guys want for you guys, that's cool with me, but I don't need all that. And he just seemed like that type of person that I don't need all that. I don't need all that fakeness to make me happy. If you need that, that's you. That's fine. But me, I don't need all that. I need somebody real. I don't need the glamour, the who gown did she wear? Marilyn Monroe. I don't need all that. I just need a down-to-earth chick. A lot of men, they just want that. They want someone that they could relate to. They don't want no boring ass chick. Sorry for using curse words. Sorry, Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want you to cut me off, please. So, but they don't want no, 1 minute you're acting like we got it all, and then behind the scenes, okay, let's go back to being something that we're not. Mm-mm. And Pete Davidson, he just seemed like one of those type of guys. He just like to have fun. He just like a chick that just like to have fun too. He's not all about a fake chick that like to pretend. You want to pretend, go somewhere else and pretend with someone else. I mean, it's sad that a family that powerful have to be so fake. I mean, didn't you get enough of that? You know, when the sex tape came out, come on. Now it's time to be real. People want realness in their life. They don't want, I mean, you have too many young kids looking up to people like Kim Kardashian. I don't know how many young people in the African American culture, but maybe in other cultures. But you have a lot of young kids that look up to her. So if not, she wouldn't have the followers like she has, right? So be careful what you look. Be careful what you wish for, you know. And like I said, a lot of men, they just want someone to be real with them. They want a real chick. Someone that they could just maybe lay back and watch a movie with, or just, hey, let's go out and just eat something. I mean, really eat something without you watching your weight, you know. We can deal with that later, but let's have fun. You do know how to have fun, right? So sometimes a relationship could be doomed before it starts, and sometimes people just go along to just play along for the time being. That's what happened. You know, people already have it in the back of their mind how far they want to take things, and he knew how far he wanted to take it. And once a person feel like enough is enough, he just said enough. I had enough, and bounced. And he went on to someone who is on his level. So all that Kardashian-ness that you got going on, none of that could save your relationship. Okay? And unfortunately, this chick over here who has none of the money you have, but was just a regular down-to-earth chick, guess what? Now she's with Pete. How Kanye West call him, Skeet the Pete, or Pete Skeet, whatever. Now she's with him. Tell you got to be careful what you wish for. But again, I'm loving my new setup on All Walks of Life. I'm telling you, there's changes. There's going to be more changes. I can't wait. More big changes. Sometimes, you know, even I thought that I needed more. I needed more people. You know, I wanted more people to interact, or more co-hosts. Sometimes even me, I got to be careful what I wish for. Not to say that I would not ever want another co-host, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I'm just going with the flow, because I want all walks of life to work. I want it to grow. And with the new team that I have now, who just said, look, I just want to help you build your brand. I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to be in front of the camera, but I want to help you build your brand, because I see the potential. So we're going to give you a different look, and I'm loving it. Okay, moving on. This has been on my mind. The Beyonce's Renaissance album. I'm a Beyonce's fan. Now, Beehive, don't come at me, because I'm going to say some things that you will like, you will love. But then again, I'm going to say something that you might not like. And, but here we go. Now, there was a pastor that went on, and I didn't even take the time out to even look up his name, but there was a pastor who was on YouTube, and it says, pastor makes damaging remarks about Beyonce. She sold her soul to the devil. Not only he says this, but other people are coming out with this. Oh, Beyonce is demonic. Beyonce is satanic. Let me tell you something. Beyonce is a performer. Okay? She's an artist. And I'm pretty sure she is sensitive about her shit. But and let me just also say this. On All Walks of Life, on episode 4, when I did Krista Renee go solo, I mentioned the word heckler. And heckler, let me just state what the word heckler means. A person who interrupts a performer or public speaker with derisive or public. Let me start this over. A heckler is a person who interrupts a performer or public speaker with derisive or aggressive comments or abuse. Okay? Let me tell you something. If you don't like her album, for whatever reason, if you don't like it, it offends you, you feel like she sampled songs, multiple songs, and one of them happened to be Church Girl. If you don't like her music, don't listen to it. You have the option. You have freedom of speech. You have your rights. Everybody have their rights. She has her rights. She has her rights. You have your rights as a consumer. She has her rights as an artist. Okay? You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to support her. You don't have to listen to it. Isn't that a great thing? You don't. You really don't. Now, I took the time out and I listened to the album. Now, the first time I listened to it, I'm going to be honest, I was kind of distracted, so I really did not give it a good listen to. So I said, okay, let me take another day. Let me pick another day and try to listen to it again. So one day I took my dog for a walk and I decided, okay, well, let me try it again. Let me listen to it again. So I listened to it again, and this time I was a little bit more open-minded about it. And as I'm walking my dog, and I listened to the album, and I listened to maybe 6-7 songs. And as I'm listening to it, I noticed that I started paying it. I was listening to maybe the first 3 songs, and then my mind just started to just drift off, and I started to just mind my own business. You get it? I started to just mind my own business. I started to just mind my own business, seeing what I needed to do to grow my own business. And so therefore I just stopped listening to the song. It was playing in my ear, but I just stopped listening. No, beehives, don't come at me now. Okay, so let me tell the story. And like I said, the song was just playing, and it played, and it went on to the next song without me even realizing that it went on to the next song. I just stopped the song and I played something else. I went on to a whole different artist. The artist that I changed from the Beyonce Renaissance to was P.J. Morton. P.J. Morton, the piano album. And a friend of mine hit me on to this album. And from the time he hit me up on this album, literally, I couldn't stop listening to it. I think is one of the best albums out there. It resonated with my soul. I felt connected. I was more tuned in. Beehives, listen, don't come at me now. There's nothing, I'm not throwing no shade at Beyonce because you know what? She works hard for what she does. She works damn hard for what she does. I'm not going to heckle her on her hard work. But I am going to say the album is just not for me. The Renaissance, it's not for me. It's not an album of my choice. It's not an album that I would grab to listen to. I congratulate her for that album being the #1 album in the world, or what she got the #1 album for. I haven't really. I know she was congratulated for having that to be her #1 album. For which song, I don't know. Personally, it didn't resonate with me, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. I'm not going to bash her. I'm not going to call her demonic. I'm not going to call her a demon worshiper. I'm not going to single out a specific song like Church Girl, or I'm not going to download her music and start reading out the words. Why? I have better things to do. I have 2 platforms that I'm trying to grow. My own businesses. I'm trying to mind my own business. Do you guys get that? I don't have time to rehearse Beyonce's song. That's every time we do that, that's giving her more exposure, whether it's good exposure, bad exposure. Either way, she's still getting paid, whether you like it or not. Either way, she's still getting paid. My thing is, if you don't like her music, you don't have to listen to it. And you don't always have to be vocal about it. You just don't have to listen to it. And I remember at one time there used to be, when you go and buy albums or CDs, they'll have on the cover explicit language on the album or on the CDs to warn you that there are going to be explicit language. So you are warned. I don't know whether they have that now, because everything you could just stream online and download, so I don't know. But I'm not one to sit up here and bash her, because that's not what my show is all about. Everybody works hard for what they do. Everybody is here to grind. Everybody's out here to make money. That's how she makes her money. She is an entertainer. In her job description, she will put, I write songs, I'm a performer. This is what I do. I perform, I write songs. Whether you like the songs that I write, whether you don't, that's what she does. If you don't like it, you don't have to sit up here and bash me for it. You don't have to sit up here and call my songs demonic. What about all the songs that people sing about, all the R&B songs that people sing about, that is, that I, or you probably might consider a little bit too much, over the top? You're going to really point out one artist? Come on. There's other artists that are more explicit or just evenly explicit. Don't just point out one person and say, okay, no, it's her. Okay? There's more artists that has music that is just as explicit. Okay, but this is how she gets paid. If you don't want to if you find this offensive, don't listen to it. You know, you have, and I'm not throwing no shade to anybody, but you have another older lady who is on, who's streaming online on social media. I think her name is Miss Holla. She's funny, she's entertaining, but her mouth can be a little vulgar. I think her name is Miss Holla. I mean, some might like her. I mean, some might find her hilarious. Some might find her over the top, you know. But who are we to sit up here and judge? We just cannot just continue to do that. Let people grind however we choose to grind. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody got a little skeletons in their closet. So listen, if you don't like the Renaissance album, for whatever reason, don't listen to it. That's your choice. That's your choice. But please, stop calling Beyonce demonic. Stop calling her devil worshiper. Because I don't think she is a devil worshiper. I really don't. I think she's far from that. Because if she was to come to your church and not even regarding her album, The Renaissance, but come to your church due to something else and give a donation, I'm pretty sure any pastor, any churchgoer, any of these people who are sitting up here bashing some Beyonce, your hands will be so far stretched out for that donation money. Yep. I'm talking to anybody who got anything negative to say. And I'm not here being a Beyonce Beehive supporter. I'm just saying we need to stop being over people in their cars. We need to stop being overly judgmental. Okay? Because people are out here just trying to live and survive and trying to get as much as possible out of life. And that's what you should be doing too. Okay? And by you sitting up there bashing somebody else, how is that making you look even better? How is that making you look? How is that putting you in a better light? It's not. That's not putting you in. That's not putting you in a more better light. So we got to stop this. The woman is out here just minding her own business, doing what she do, making her money. She's just doing what sells. If this is what sells, it's what sells. Do she probably believe in half of the stuff she write? Maybe she do, maybe she don't. It's what sells. And we are just taking it and we're just running off with it. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. But listen, that's my time. This is Krista Renee from All Walks of Life. And I am so happy to share with you my new setup. And there are more things to come. And don't forget, August 19th on the 90-Day podcast, Camille Williams, her episode will be airing. Yes, here is the book. So if you want it, I got this from Amazon, but you could definitely get the book from her directly. But again, you can hear it all on the 90-Day podcast, which is a different entity, because right now this is All Walks of Life, but Camille is again, this is Krista Renee saying bye, y'all, and stay tuned for more of All Walks of Life. Hopefully I'll be coming on more Fridays, giving you guys more live feed on Fridays, but I got something in store for you guys coming up. I just can't wait. I can't share it now, but it's some exciting stuff. So just keep supporting me. Keep supporting Krista Renee and the 90-Day podcast, as well as All Walks of Life. Just keep supporting both shows. Don't give up on me. Just keep supporting me. And I'll keep giving you my very best. Okay? Thank you. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.